This is a conversation. This is not a debate.
Okay, yeah, I know who you was calling on first. So I'll just speak to what we talked about the last time we were on. You were more or less making an argument that, if I understood your point right, and I haven't I haven't rewatched it, so you got to forgive me if I botch what you said. It was more or less you were saying that her sexuality or her sexiness is tied to her femininity. She can't be feminine if men don't view her as sexy. Is that more or less your argument?
I'm saying that the higher that you go up on the femininity level scale, the more sexuality becomes a part of that too. That's
Yeah,
that's
they
why that's why you have most feminine businesses catered towards men have sexual components to them.
yeah, yeah.
Hooters,
Mhm.
stewardess, we can go down the list.
Yeah, they're definitely connected to each other. So, but you can have one without the other, but they are connected, or they go hand in hand really well. But there are examples of one without the other. You know, so if
Okay.
a streetwalker is sexy, but she engages in some activities to where I'm not going to say, oh, that's a feminine woman right there. It's like,
I would
so
disagree. I would disagree. I would say that the streetwalker has perfected the artistry of sexuality and femininity because they are trying to
I
attract
understand.
men.
Yeah, no, I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. But we run into a problem with that, and the problem we run into is then the Cardi B's of the world, the Meg the Stallions of the world become the feminine women, and women who conduct themselves the way they conduct themselves shouldn't be what we're looking at as feminine ideals. So that's the problem we run into with that one. So that's why I understand what you're saying, and
Okay.
to some degree, I can't argue your point because, like, I use the example of the streetwalker. I mean, yeah, it does take some feminine wiles to they got to seduce men to get them to spend money. So yeah, so yeah, they're they they can use their femininity for good, or they could use it for evil. Put it like that. But that's all I say. That I want to hawk the mic.
No problem. Tawana, you're on
Yeah,
mute.
I hear.
Did you hear my soliloquy on sexuality and femininity? Do you agree or disagree?
No, I didn't. I mean, I'm trying to get clarity. Are you saying that most feminine women have some sort of like embrace their sexuality, right? Because they've been able to master the art of whatever it is that they want to obtain from men.
Yeah.
If this is speaking from heterosexual relationship view, right? I have to agree with that. I don't see how, I mean, I don't believe that all feminine women have a level of sexuality that they've embraced and they've learned how to embrace their sexuality. But most feminine women, we do use our sexuality as a way to like elicit certain behaviors from men. So yeah, it is connected. I don't too much see it being disconnected with feminine women. I've rarely seen a feminine woman who is just not does not have a level of sexuality or desire or whatever. But there is cases. Someone named a person. I think they said something about Cleaver. They didn't think she was very sexual. They just thought she was just really feminine. So I guess there is some instances, right? But I'm talking about as a collective, women, right? We have a level of sexuality. We have femininity. So I don't see it being differently. Most studies put them together. There's not many that separate the two. So it's interesting to hear people say that it's not connected. Yeah.
And like I said, we even last time, Bernard, we talked about how Angel Mama. We said Angel Mama is technically as feminine as they come. She cooks, she cleans, she does
Yeah.
all the things that are necessary, but does not have the sexual component to
Yeah, we talked about that. It was very
Do I need
cringy.
to run that back?
No, we talked about it. It was
Yeah.
very cringy because I kept pausing you, like, who said Aunt Jemima is the feminine ideal, or you? I think you
The
elevated
nanny.
her to what's considered the most feminine woman, and I was side eyeing you, but I did reach across the aisle,
Yes.
and I said, silly from the color purple, she wouldn't be considered sexy or attractive. But if you look at what she did as a woman, how she took care of that house, how she made the house a home, basically. I mean, you remember the movie how it looked when she walked in there. So yeah, she when he was getting ready for work, she had everything set, ready to go. He didn't even know up from down, but she had it all right there. So she did exude what you want a feminine woman to exude. But again, nobody would say that she was sexy. So the two can be separate. I think, and if this conversation gets confusing because I think it was stemmed from something that happened on my channel when
Yeah.
you was trying to cape for the 304s and
Yeah.
trying to and trying to elevate them to really feminine women, and we shouldn't criticize their behavior because those are the true feminine women, and so
I
you're
mean
going
that.
down this long rabbit hole just trying to win an argument from 6 months ago. That's all. All right.
No, no, no. My case was this. 304s have mastered the art of sexuality and femininity. You cannot be a successful hoe without mastering femininity.
Mm.
Yeah, you master, and it's plenty aspects of femininity that they have not mastered. I think and that's where the debate was. They
Yes.
mastered seduction and sexuality,